Hey everybody, it is Christy from Manifesting You. It has been a while. I'm thinking several years, and I've done some other things, but the universe has inspired me to come back. I'm not sure how often I will post, but just based on everything that's been going on, I've just been inspired to do some readings or whatever else inspiration comes my way. So thank you if you're still subscribed to my channel. Thank you if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And today we are going to be doing a daily pick a card reading. Just so you know, this reading is timeless. It doesn't matter what day you pick this reading, the energy can apply to you. And we're going to talk about a few different things. There's obviously currently right now a lot going on energetically, and I'm going to be discussing just a few areas for each deck. So the questions we're going to be asking right now in the two piles are, first of all, energetically, what is God, the universe, teaching you through this time? The second question we're going to ask is, we're going to ask about a crystal and what healing property could that crystal bring you today or in this current energy. The third question we're going to ask is, what chakra is currently being developed through everything that's been happening? The fourth card we're going to ask is, how can you currently celebrate, expand, and increase your awareness in this time? How can you, during this challenging time, be your best self? And then the last question is going to be, we're going to ask the universe, where are you currently growing right now that you just can't see? What is actually happening in your life in the invisible realm? So I think this is going to be very insightful, and this is all about manifesting you and your best self. So the first deck, pick the one that you're drawn to, whichever creature you're drawn to. The first deck is going to be this little magical unicorn. Who doesn't love a unicorn? And the second deck is going to be this adorable little whale. So deck one, unicorn. Deck two is the whale. So go ahead and energetically tune in and we'll get started. Okay, so for those who chose pile one, and just so you know, I've previously shuffled, I have not seen the cards, so we're going to see what the universe has for us. Okay, pile one. First question. Pile one, current energy, what is the universe teaching you? And just so you know, I'm not going to read. So pile one, you're represented by the Knight of Wands. And this is a really exciting energy. It is a youthful energy. It is a courageous energy. It is brave. I feel that the universe is trying to kind of literally put a fire under your butt and to inspire you to take raw action, to do something that you are passionate about. You can see he or she is on the horse and they are moving forward. They have their eyes towards the future. They have their eyes towards a vision. And they're bold, they have their rod, they're confident. And the only other aspect about this is I feel that you are being inspired to new ventures, new opportunities, new experiences. However, there is a caution in this energy where it's a balance, where you do need to plan a little bit. You may have these new ideas and fresh inspirations, but it's all about being thoughtful. And I feel that you have so much fire in your heart and you have so many ways that you want to change the world. And the challenge here is being patient with how this unfolds. You're ready. You're like, I'm on my horse. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go to battle. Let's go to this new adventure. Here's a pyramid. Like, let's travel. Let's make this happen. And you're just like, okay, universe, I'm ready to go. But there's these roadblocks. There's these obstacles in the way. So what energetically you've been downloaded with all this information, with all these new passionate opportunities, and it's just about having the wisdom to keep that fire in your heart and to overcome the obstacles that are put in your path right now, to be patient, to let your path unfold, to plan, to make sure that you don't just charge in and expect everything to work out. You've got to get facts straight. And you've got to calm down this passionate, fiery energy. And it's also, I feel like, just being patient and waiting for the right time, waiting for the right experience, for things to say, to people, to situations. Whatever vision you have is knowing, timing is everything. Okay, as far as, now let's look at what crystal is going to be energetically healing for you. So that's really exciting, pile one, because, the universe is putting a lot of fire and passion in you, and it's just a matter of time before all these new experiences take place. So what is a healing crystal for pile one? Oh, how funny. Okay. Is crocoite. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that perfectly right. We absolutely have some, doesn't this match the Knight of Wands, fiery, passionate energy? We are talking about life force energy here. I mean, you can just see with all this crystal, there's just power emanating from this. So this energy, and even if you can't get this crystal, you can visualize it. It's burning away blockages. It's burning away anything that's keeping you from living in the creative flow of your personal power. You're really, pile one, you're really being tapped into the energy of the universe and how to harness it so that it's not impulsive, it's not reckless, it's not destructive, but it can be useful, it can be channeled. So pile one, you are passionate, you are a pioneer, you're a revolutionary, and the universe is going to use you in a powerful way. It's just a matter of being directed and channeled appropriately. Okay, so let's see, pile one, what chakra is currently being developed right now. It's almost like she's looking at two choices here, and she's on a path, and she's being asked to clearly make a decision. And this is going to take courage. This is going to take bravery. I feel that because of everything that's happened, it's forced this new reality for you. And one is the reality that you used to know, and the other is a new reality, a reality that you're trying to understand, that you're trying to make sense of, that you're trying to develop. And this reality is less known. It's less clear. I feel that you're on this path of self-discovery, and people may be asking you questions. They may be saying, who are you? What is your truth? You talk a lot about these things that you want to do, but put this into action. So I feel that pile one, you're on a journey of self-discovery. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of bravery. It takes you speaking your truth. And one of these paths is much easier because it's like the one that you're used to, the one that you know, but it's almost like you're destined for something greater. And the universe is pushing you to go on this new path. How can you currently celebrate during this time? How can you expand your awareness? How can you be your best self on a daily basis? Beautiful. Trust your own understanding. Things all tie together. The messages come together the more it's like a puzzle. Like I said, this is you, and you're on this amazing journey right now. You are experiencing visions, you're experiencing new realities, you're experiencing, as you can see, she has this mask. She's seeing the world with new eyes. And I feel like you've gotten all this information, you've gotten all these downloads. And the key here is trusting what you're receiving, trusting this information, knowing that it is from the universe, knowing that it's from God, that it's from the divine, that you can trust these beautiful, magical, new visions that are being handed to you. I almost feel like pile one, you're getting so much downloads that it's okay to take time to sort all of this out. To know that you need to look as deeply as you need to look into a situation before you're ready to make a commitment. So say that you feel like maybe now it's time to move, or it's time to get a new job or a new career, or to leave a relationship. It's okay to know that you can trust yourself, that day by day, the truth will reveal itself. Everything is going to be revealed to you at the appropriate time. And pile one, I just feel that you probably feel like you have a lot to prove. You know, you've been given these gifts, you've been given this foresight and this knowledge, and you're a leader, you're a pioneer, you're a revolutionary, and so you feel a lot of pressure. And this card is just saying to just kind of enjoy all of these messages that you're getting, enjoy all this creative inspiration, and know that you have all the time in the world that you need to discern the path that's best for you. And so let's ask the last question. Where are you currently growing right now through this experience, through what's been going on that you just can't see? What's actually happening for you in the invisible realm? What are the seeds that have been planted for you? You guys, I can't make this up. I mean, oh my goodness. Are you fire signs? Is pile 1, do we have fire? I mean, I'm just curious. How many Aries, Sagittarius, Leo? So as we began the reading, we're continuing. What the universe has done for you, pile 1, is there's something new and passionate in your life. That everything that has happened, that this has expanded for you. There is some type of new awareness, and I feel like it's coming through your heart chakra. Your heart is aflame. Your heart is renewed. You're warmed. You're warmed by this passion. You're warmed by this fire. And you have new beginnings right now. There's new ideas, there's new revelations, there's new adventures that are waiting for you in your personal or business life. This pile is powerfully creative. You're enthusiastic. You have positive energy in your life, and there's a renewal of spiritual strength right now. So whether you see this pile 1 right now or not, this is you, and how beautiful. There's a new sense of purpose in your life. And maybe you don't fully see that yet. Maybe you have bits and pieces. You have inspiration, you have passion, you have fire, you have burning, you have impatience, there's a little recklessness, but you're ready. You're ready for something new in your life. And there's an excitement that's going to be bursting forth from your life, whether you see it right now or not. I feel that you are ready to be everything that you can be. And you're tapping more and more into this force. Maybe you don't tap into it every day, but more and more you're tapping into this energy. And what this time has brought in you is some type of secret where you're accessing this creative force and this passionate energy in your life. And you're just going to be a leader in whatever that you're doing. So just know that you're on the right path, that power is working in your life. And just kind of like this unicorn, you're magical. Like you're a magical unicorn. You're rare, you're unique, and you're going to make your mark. And you're being you're being guided day by day, step by step. So I hope this reading has helped you, pile 1. Super exciting for you to become the person that you're meant to be, and that these hard times often bring about things that we would not do or be in any other way. So just know that that is manifesting for you. Hey, pile 2. So if you chose this cute little whale, this is your reading. Let's ask the first question. Energetically, what is the universe trying to teach you currently right now? This has been a tough time. This has been a tough time financially. Based on what's happened. For some of you, there has been a negative change in circumstances. This could be financial, it could be material, it could be certain burdens that were not there before. And I feel that the universe is having this blindfold, uncovering it so that you can really evaluate what is no longer working in your life anymore. And sometimes we have to go through challenges, hard things, losses, in order to really take a look at what's happening. Sometimes we're blindfolded, or we don't want to see, we don't want to look. So I do feel that this pile, you're evaluating. You can see she's looking at her coin. She's looking at all the things that she or he has been working for. I get this energy. I relate to this energy. Some of you, there's been hardship. Things have not been moving as quickly as you anticipated. I mean, and just know that you're not alone, that this energy is affecting just about everybody. Some people are struggling to make ends meet, just struggling to carry on. And it could also be, loneliness. So there's been loss. There's been loss in our lives. Things that used to just be there, that we expected or that were normal, have been taken away. And this is painful. As you can see, there's just like a lot of different intense colors going on. So there's intense emotions in this pile, I feel like. This could relate for some for health problems, not, having sickness, divorce. Something has happened to the material world that used to be there. So there's a loss. And as painful as this is, the universe, the angels, they're forcing you to open your eyes into something new. Sometimes, there's a verse in the Bible that says, what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? And, if you have everything but your soul is hungry, it means nothing. So sometimes we have to lose things in order to find this new awareness, this new spiritual guide, this new spiritual gift. And I feel for this pile, that is what the universe is teaching you through these losses, through these challenging times. You're being forced to open your eyes, to look at things in a different way, in a spiritual way. And yes, this is the earthly plane, but the heavenly spiritual plane is reaching out, is unfolding, the blindfold so that you can see a new light, a new reality, and new beauty in your circumstances. So this is powerful, pile 2, very powerful. Now let's move on to what current crystal is going to be healing for you right now in this time. Makes perfect sense. You are, pile 2, you are being forced to dive deep right now. Like, this is no laughing matter. This is no for the faint of heart. You are being required, and if you can get a tiger's eye, that would be amazing, because this is about courage. A lot of you are being stretched and pushed and forced to delve deep down, probably to sources of strength that you didn't even know that you had. But what's beautiful, pile 2, is that you have this courage. Is going to help you to see it more clearly. It's going to help you make decisions. And so maybe not to keep the blindfold on, or sometimes we stay in situations even if they're not healthy or comfortable, we just don't want to move on. But this is going to help you to access, and you can even visualize this. You can even visualize this if you don't have the stone. You're gaining, I've said this before, you're gaining spiritual wisdom. And this little angel to me just represents these downloads that you're getting. You're getting access to the spiritual wisdom, and not only how to understand it in your head, you're being taught, pile 2, how to put this into practice. I see a lot of brown here, so I feel like this is very earth-based. You're being downloaded with spiritual wisdom on how to apply this to your life, how power to face your challenges. If you're struggling with fear, doubt, or insecurity, or just feel like you want to give up or walk away, this is when you need to dig deeper and find this inner strength to keep going, and to know that you're going to get to that other side, to know that the light is at the end of the tunnel. So it's all about, pile 2, is being courageous right now, being brave, finding your inner strength. Okay, so pile 2, let's look at the current chakra that is being developed currently. And this is the heart chakra. And it just looks like this dragon is being kind of greedy to this little squirrel, and he's stealing all the nuts and all the food. And so I feel like your heart, maybe you have been the generous one. Maybe you've been kind. Maybe you have helped people. And maybe now some of you are feeling lack, or feeling scarcity, or being afraid. And basically your heart chakra is being challenged. Maybe some of you, it's like, I just want to close my heart. Like, I'm frustrated. Provisions, abundance is not coming to me as quickly as I want. And it just feels like there's this huge, creepy, mean dragon that's just antagonizing and intimidating. And so I just feel that your heart chakra is being challenged. And sometimes, things aren't fair, and sometimes things, you know, are challenging, and there are mean people or evil people or greedy people. This is talking about other people's greed. So maybe pile 2, you're just seeing some darkness, and you're seeing, you know, that some people are being tricky, or they're not being honest. They're just, you know, they're selfish, they're greedy. And I feel like that is challenging your heart chakra right now, coming out. Are you going to trust? Are you going to believe? Are you going to have faith? Or there's that temptation to be afraid, to have scarcity mentality, to feel like there's lack, that there's, you know, the evil is going to overcome good. And so even though right now, you know, good seems to just be like small and evil just seems to be overpowering, your higher self is asking you to believe and to have faith, and to know that even though things look a certain way right now, that there's more than enough for everyone. And, you know, for you, just testing your own moral code and testing who you really are. And so I just feel like you're being challenged to develop your spiritual self, and it's almost like you're seeing things for what they are, and it's not always pretty. Okay, so let's look, pile 2, how can you currently celebrate, even with all this stuff going on? And I know that you're being challenged right now. For those who picked pile 2, how can you celebrate? How can you expand your awareness? How can you grow to be your best self in this time? We have this beautiful card, Catch Your Breath. So as you can see, once again, could be an earth sign here, maybe a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in this pile. But pile 2, honestly, and I relate to this pile. I think if I picked a pile today, it would be 2. You know, you just need time. And she's clinging on to this branch. She's clinging on to the earth, to the tree. And I just want you to know that you are protected, that you are nurtured, that you are surrounded with almost like, I feel like a cocoon here. And the universe is saying, and God is saying, allow yourself to breathe. Like, you've been through a lot. Like, this is, you know, it's okay that you're not okay, if that makes sense. It's okay that you just want to be. That you enjoy some quiet time to yourself, whether that's literally just sitting in nature, which I think for this pile would be, you know, that's probably the message here is go out in nature. That's really going to help you stabilize. It's going to help you recover. It's going to help you regroup. It's going to help you ground. And just know that this is temporary, that this too shall pass, that this storm shall pass. And that right now it's about regaining your stability. It's about regaining, and this could be emotional. It could be financial. It could be, you know, spiritual. It could be mental. It could be physical. I do feel that this pile is going to need to forgive. Maybe you need to be forgiven. It could go both ways, because we do have the trickery here. So some people may have tricked, or some people may have been tricked. So forgiveness is necessary, knowing that we're all human. We all make mistakes. And in order to move forward, we have to let go of all the crap. And also, I just feel like for you to expand is the universe wants you just to enjoy. Just go outside, look at the butterflies, look at the trees, look at the leaves, look at the flowers, and just notice the miracles and just the beauty that's so freely given to us. So the best way for you to celebrate and expand and be your best self is just to ground and to enjoy your time and your serenity and your peace. And you've gone through a challenging time, and so you need this time to regroup and to ground and to heal your heart chakra and to stabilize. So let's look at the last message, and that is, where are you currently growing? So right now, with everything that's happening, and sometimes in the most difficult times, the most power, the most amazing lessons happen for us. So where have you been growing that you just can't see right now? What has been happening for you in the in the spiritual realm? How have you been growing? Okay, we have discontent and boredom. Dominant earth signs in your chart. Discontent and boredom. So once again, this has been a challenge for you. Not only have things they have not worked the way that you anticipated. Maybe, pile 2, you put so much time, energy, resources, and sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes the doors close. So you have been, this person's looking down and they're kind of in the darkness. Like, you've probably been a little down about this. You're frustrated. Not only that, you're bored. This has been a period of stagnation. So I feel that you want change so powerfully, pile 2. You want this change, but it just hasn't happened. Things have not moved as quickly as you have wanted. So how have you grown? Even though this has been a challenge for you, what I want you to see is there's all these beautiful chakra rainbow colors coming through. So in this pain, in this challenge, in this suffering, you have been developing your chakras. You have been developing your spiritual strength. There is light coming through that is beckoning you to this kind of new experience. You can see like there's a castle on the other side. So even though right now you've been facing the darkness, the universe has something gorgeous for you, like a new exotic place, a new exotic land, new people, new relationships, new opportunities. And yes, it's been far off in the distance, but it's coming for you. You have been drained. You've been drained emotionally. You've been drained energetically. And you're longing for change. And what I'm telling you is that change is coming. Although these doors that you were facing, you were looking for A, B, C, and D, they've closed, okay? And God in the universe, this rainbow is saying, I haven't forgotten you. I have a plan for you. In fact, it's going to be even better than you thought. It's going to be even more magical than you thought. So what's happening for you, because you have persevered, because you have grown, because you have been strong, an opportunity is coming your way. Another window, another door is going to open. And watch for these events. Watch for new symbols, new awarenesses. Maybe it will be a book, maybe it will be a speaker, maybe it will be something you see on TV or a magazine that you read. There's things that are going to start coming to you now. And there's messages that are waiting for you that are going to lead you on to your next destination. So the biggest thing is that you have learned through this painful thing, whether you realize it or not, is that you have more faith. You have more faith in divine timing. And divine timing is difficult because we're human and we want things fast and we want things now. And especially when we work for things or if things are unfair. But divine timing, you have a new awareness of divine timing. You've learned that sometimes you just can't make things happen. And that you finally are starting to, I'm not saying you're 100% there yet, but you're starting to accept that doors are closing for a reason. Things have not worked out for a reason. And the reason for that, pile 2, is because something new and beautiful is on your horizon. And it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but be open because the messages are coming through to you and there's something new for you, a new job, new abundance, new career, new relationship, new awareness, new positivity, new energy, new health, new vibrancy. So pile 2, you've been through a lot. And you're stronger than you think you are. I know you've seen some hardship and you've seen some dark things, but you know what? Something incredible is coming to you. So I really hope this reading has helped you. If it has, as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for joining me and have a wonderful rest of your day.